Okay, hello, professors. I'm just gonna do the little video demonstration of the Emotiv headset, Neuroheadset. So I'm gonna show some examples of it on my screen, and then I'll also go through the website a little to show some of the other apps they have that you can use it for. So you can see right here is just the initial control panel when you first log in. So here's the headset, and I'll just turn it on, put it on. You can see how it all gets started up. Take some configuring with your head to get it all on. And at some point you should see all those black dots lighting up. There you go. And we're good. All green is good. And essentially how it works is your brain gives off electricity, and these sensors that are on the headset will capture that electricity and interpret it as brain waves, which was then sent to the computer, and the software will interpret those waves so that you can either carry out commands on your computer, whether you're playing a game, you want to move forward, backwards, or say like with a web browser, scroll up, down, or it can just be used to give you feedback on either, say, your brain activity or your emotional state. And I'll go through some of that right now. This is the expressive suite, where I'm not an expert on all this, so this is just me guessing, or the general idea I get. And from what I understand is your facial expressions are easily tied to your brain activity, the brain waves. So this can match your face. So if I blink, it will blink. Um, it's not perfect when you first log in. You have to adjust the sensitivity here. So if I put it all the way down and blink, it doesn't work. If I put it up more, it will work. But say if you clench your teeth, it'll do that for you. If you smile, you'll have to adjust the sensitivity. And then I'm not too good at faking a smile, but there it works now. Um, and one of the things they talk about using this for is for any type of avatar, like say a game where you have an avatar, or your some type of chat where it makes it more real when you're communicating with someone else. Instead of typing in smiley face, the other user can see your avatar and know, oh, this guy's happy, this guy's not happy. It's makes it more real, I guess. So that's that. And then there's the effective suite, which I find the most interesting. And you see, I'm getting signal is noisy. I get that a lot, and I'm kind of new at this. Um, but normally, when it's all working good, all three of these emotions, two of them are flatlining, but it is capturing excitement versus calmness. And that's just my emotional state. Engagement, disinterest is also interesting, and then meditation is I guess a lot of people who are interested in meditating will use this software for feedback to improve upon it. But hopefully, at some point, the engagement, disinterest will kick in too. And I find it interesting, for like marketing research. That's one thing to use it for. Um, like one thing I'm thinking about doing is combining it with eye tracking software, and they do this. You can see videos of this on YouTube where you can see where the person's eyes are looking on the screen, as well as how they are emotionally responding to it. Um, the climactic scenes, the engagement, excitement will go up, and you can see what they're looking at. And it's good for consumer feedback because they say like 70% of our decision making is subconscious or unconscious. Kind of like when you go to the store and you have two options to pick from on the shelf. How many people are actually really putting rational thought into it, and how many people are just picking, oh, I like the color of that box. And this is how it works. And I've tested it on, I've gone on YouTube and looked at videos I find funny, and it does work. It does go up during the good parts, and then it does go down at the point where you start getting bored. Um, Unfortunately, engagement isn't working right now, and I'm new at this too, so I'm pretty sure it's just a matter of setting it all up, or how much saline solution you put on the sensors is probably an issue. I might not have enough, or I have too much. Um, and one thing I mentioned in class, which is weird about this, is I'd watch a video, and we're not always consciously aware of how we're feeling. Like, you could be excited or bored, but you're not always thinking, I am bored, I am excited. Sometimes you are, sometimes you're like, I'm really bored. But with this, like, I was watching videos, and it was a point where it was boring, but I wasn't consciously aware of it. And then I would look down at the chart, and it would show disinterest. And then I would realize, yeah, this is boring, I don't like this. And then I would change it. And I was making the point that a lot of times technology will take us away from our natural state. There's a benefit to technology, but then there's the downside, where I could see in the future we're not so much determining whether or not we like something. It's a software will tell us and make that decision for us. Oh, I don't like this, or I do like this. Next is the cognitive suite, and this is kind of like just a training module where you practice making yourself think in a certain way to control how the box moves. And it's not so much I want to make a box move, because when you're using a computer or anything, unless you're playing a game, you really don't focus on making a box move. But you practice, say, making it move. I'll try to push it. It's not working. I'm new at this, but you would train it. Little training 8-second sequence where you focus your mind in a certain way. And hopefully that should work. But in this case, it's not. And it's difficult because it's a brand new skill you have to learn. In class, I made the analogy of a musical instrument where you'll see someone playing a guitar and you think, wow, that's awesome, I want to do that. And then when you get the guitar, day one, you realize it's not all that much fun because it's a new skill you have to learn. You can't just jump into it. So with something like this, I haven't used this enough to be good enough at it to make it, like right now it's just happening because I'm not acutely aware of all the things firing off in my brain right now. That's a skill you have to develop. But the point of this is once you do master that, say you do master push, you can translate that into a function or a command on another software program, say like a web browser. I'm pretty sure once you master push, you can use that to click, perhaps, or down. There's a function for drop, where you want to lower it. You can scroll down on a browser, let's say. So that's that. Then the mouse emulator, the headset comes with a gyroscope. So you see if I move this way, that happens. And a lot of this, the promise of something like this, the headset is for medical reasons. Say if you don't have hands, let's say, so you can't really use a computer, but your neck works fine, you can convert this. I'll lower the sensitivity, and I'll set it up so that now the mouse moves. I move my head, actually, and then that will make the mouse go somewhere. And then you can combine that with, say, the push mechanism to click the button. So and this comes with the headset. This is the basic software, and there's a lot of other apps out there. One of them I've downloaded, which is this right here. It shows your brain activity. I don't know how to interpret it. I'm not at that point. And I'm actually going to stop the recording right now because I'm about to reach 10 minutes, which is the max on YouTube. Or it might be 15, but I'll stop it right now anyway, and then I'll just come back.